my second hunt of the year of 2024, and it's raining today. As you can see, it's just constant spurts. Sometimes it's really heavy rain, and then it kind of slows down sometimes with some minor sprinkles. Right now it's sprinkling, but it's about 6 in the morning, 6:30, and I'm fixing to head out over to San Houston National Forest to see if I can harvest a buck. It's my understanding that when it rains, deer tend to move. They tend to come out of their little squatting bushes where they normally bed down in, and so that's what I'm hoping to see, more activity than I have been. This is my second hunt for this season, and the last time I was up there, I heard a buck that I'm pretty sure I heard one. It was really low, really barely could hear it, but I was fixing to turn around because it was time to head out. That was unfortunate because I already had to turn around and leave. So I'm going to go back to that same spot and see if I hear it again or see it. That's where I'm going to start. So should be getting there around 7:30, maybe 8 or so. And I expect there won't be a heavy rain anymore. I was looking at the radar earlier, and it looks like it's moving pretty fast. So I think by that time I should already have passed that area. So anyways, I'll talk to you guys when I get set up over there. See you in a few minutes. Let's do it. So the rain is not getting any lighter, but that's okay. Looks like it's going to pretty much be raining all the way over there in the forest. And so good thing I brought my raincoat, and I'm prepared to do this. So hopefully with this rain there'll be less hunters, and that kind of gives me more places to go hunt. Then with the rain, hopefully the deer are moving more, and if anything, maybe I can find a hog that may be moving too. So yeah, so I'm looking forward to it, and we should be there. Still got about another hour or so, and I'll meet up with you guys in a few minutes when we get there. So I made it, guys, at the San Houston National Forest for my hunt. It took longer than I was expecting. Usually about an hour and 20 minutes from my house, but this time it took about 2 hours, just from the wet road and the cold weather, and there was some bottlenecks of traffic in some places, but it's 45 degrees, 46 degrees, so it's going to be an interesting hunt, and hopefully that's going to be a good thing as far as seeing animals, but I gotta try to stay dry and stay warm. But so far we're moving forward, and hopefully we'll find something soon. Alright, I'll catch up with you in a bit. Alright guys, we made it. We're going to get started, and just wanted to show you what I'm using for my rifle, in case you were wondering. It's an AR-15. It's chambered at a higher caliber, the 7.62 by 39. I wanted something with a little bit more power than the 5.56 or the it's a 2.29. I wanted to be able to shoot some bigger animals, bigger hogs, and that's why I chose the 7.62 by 39. Anyways, so I'm gonna go ahead and get in there, and I'll get some more video depending on what I run into in there. All right, talk to you guys in a bit. This creek was not this high last time I was here. Looks like all the creeks are running high. this rain. And this branch wasn't here, so looks like it must have high winds. Cars on here, so there's going to be not as many people out here, hundreds. I get my raincoat organized here. It's interesting to see the forest during all this rain. There's so much debris on the ground, but there's really no way to go. There's no weights. There's no visible tracks. Okay, see you guys in a bit. Hey guys, I'm inside of the forest close to the lake. I believe this is Lake Conroe, and I stopped for a bit to adjust some of my gear, and I put my gloves and my head down, and I put them on top of this raccoon poop. You can see it right there. It's really fresh, so they must be living around this area, maybe inside of some of these logs, or they could have a little cave somewhere. They could have dug up the ground, but they're definitely here, and that poop looks like it's probably from this morning. So far I haven't seen or heard anything big, just the regular wildlife, birds and fish. Looks like I heard a big fish splash earlier by one of the creeks. The creeks are usually pretty empty when I've seen them before, but I guess with this water, the fish are coming out of the lake and into the running creeks, because that sounds like a pretty big fish. All right, just took off my raincoat, and so I can access my binoculars more easier. I'll keep going and see if I see anything else. Talk to you in a bit. I thought I heard some strange sounds. At first I thought it was a deer, but then I thought it wouldn't really be. So it may have been like a duck, because it sounded like a duck mixed with a deer. I'm still close to the lake, but more into the wooded section. This looked like a promising area. So let's see if there's something here. Standing water. Good thing it stopped raining. It stopped raining about an hour ago. I hear a lot of birds, so that's a good thing. In some of these areas are very swampy. I was thinking down earlier. There's trash everywhere out here. No matter how far in I go, I find trash. This looked like it would have some deer. if I don't see anything in the next 20-30 minutes, I'm going to move over to another area that's not close to the lake. But with this rain, they wouldn't stick around. It's going to cover up the tracks really fast. And that's some hog uprooting. This is a nice area of the forest. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and turn off the video. I don't know if you can see the lake. That's Lake Conroe. Alright guys, see you in a bit. Here's a nice little creek coming into the lake. Looks like that rainwater from the road runs into the forest and then ends up in that lake. Looks really relaxing with the sound. I found a metal ladder back there from the hunting stand. Somebody just left the metal ladder sitting on the grass. And there's a lot of hog uprooting. This whole area is full of hog uprooting. So they definitely come here. But they probably move a lot. And the chances that they're still here are probably not very likely. But this creek is really nice in the middle of the forest. Very relaxing. There's a hell of a lot of this hog signs. I spend a lot of time here. Here's a nice little dam here. Natural dam. Very nice. Very relaxing. Here's a little nice intersection. There's a lot of hog signs here. A lot of them. So they're all over here. Hey guys, I'm back to the forest. This is a different section of the forest. This one is not close to the lakes, and it's mainly just pines here, and a lot of walking. The trails for the motorized are closed because it's been raining a lot in the last day or two, so they usually close them down for that reason. But hopefully, since there hasn't been a lot of activity, maybe there'll be more active animals. This is they call this point a multi-use trailhead. It's a place where people will park their car to go hiking and horse riding a little bit off here, and then of course also motorized dirt bikes and four-wheelers and things like that. This is where they start, and then they follow that path. But for hunting, you can pretty much walk this whole section because the hunters are pretty much going to be walking off trail, so there's no danger of damaging the trail from having that the mud being unbalanced. That's why they shut it down, because with all the rain, the mud will become uneven from the motor vehicle, so that's why they do that. So anyway, I'm gonna be hunting here for the next hour or two and see what we find here, and get you back on the camera here as soon as I see something interesting that I think that I want to share. So all right, see you guys in a bit. So I'm inside of the forest. There's a lot of creeks with water out here. I've been hearing some gunshots, some rifle shots, but there was too many of them. So I don't think it was for hunting. There was about 4 or 5 of them. I think it's just somebody at their private property doing some target practice. So the hunting can only be done 50 meters from the walking trails. So that's the reason why hunters can still come in here even in rainy days, because we're not supposed to be hunting off the walking trails anyways. I'm not seeing any signs. Other than those rifle shots in here really far away. Well, these burnt trees are lightning strikes that hit the tree and caught it on fire, and then they burn down. After they were hit by the lightning rod, they burn from the inside because the outside is full of water. And then once it all burns from the inside, they fall over. But there's a lot of burned trees out here in the forest. A lot of them. That's what happens. Okay, I want to shut down this view. See you guys in a bit. Here's a little ravine. The creek has carved out a deep ravine, and the sides of it are pretty steep. It's very quiet. There's a little bit of birds out here. But this is the type of bushes where the deer are going to be bedded down, and the hogs. It's around 2:30 in the afternoon, so they're not normally active at this time. But this is where they're going to be in stalking, hunting. I find that a lot more pleasant, a lot more relaxing. Instead of just sitting in one place waiting for the animals to come around. I enjoy much more walking through the forest, trying to find a place that they're bedded down on. This forest is very thick, and it can be hard to walk around, walk through. Alright guys, I walked back to the trailhead, and that's a pretty big forest in there. All the creeks have running water. I was in there about an hour and a half. When I was all the way in there, there was some strange howling, like monkey howls, two of them. I heard from two different locations, but each one had about one or two howls. They echoed across the trees. I should have turned on my camera now that I think about it, but I didn't think of it. I just decided to walk back out. But it was interesting. I know there's a airport a little bit further down because I can hear some planes, so maybe it was just coming from that. But I couldn't think of any bird that howls like that, like a howler monkey. It was just short howls. But anyways, that was interesting. I'm thinking I have time to go check out another place where I've hunted before, and see if I can have any better luck over there. They're bedded down pretty good because they're not coming out. So it's just a matter of keep trying and keep looking. They are harvesting deer out of here this season, and hog. There's been quite a few people that have been putting up the pictures on the Facebook page. So I'm sure it's just a matter of continuing to try. And also this year they opened up. Oh, there was a rifle shot right there from far away. I'm not sure if you guys heard it. So hogs can be hunted all year round, and this year they also included invasive mammals. So folks have been running into non-native deer. So that for this year they're gonna allow that to be harvested too, invasive deer. So that's a good thing. I can come back after the deer season ends on Monday the 7th, but I can still come back and look for the exotic deer that may be in here besides the whitetail. So anyways, let's go check out the other place. Hey guys, I'm up at the third location. It's been a really great day. I haven't seen anything to shoot, but man, it sure is relaxing to be out in the forest and walking around and doing stock hunting. I really enjoy that. It's more exciting than just sitting in one spot, at least to me. I'm sure other people enjoy just sitting in place, but it's good exercise. And there's water everywhere, but still it's enjoyable. My boots are totally full of mud, but it's been worth it. So I got about 45 minutes worth of sunlight, and so I'm gonna go in and try to make a round. This is a place where we've hunted before with a friend of mine, and I'm gonna try to go around. It's about 3 or 4 miles around a section that I'm gonna try to walk through real quick before it gets dark, because hunting is only allowed 30 minutes after dark, but I want to be out of here before dark. The place I was just at was really interesting. When I was really deep in the forest, there was some whooping that I heard. It just sounded like a holler monkey, went whoop, whoop, kind of like that. And it would echo through the whole forest, so it was really loud. It was happening to my left and to my right. And I just did not think about turning the camera on. That was kind of strange. Later I wondered, why did I not turn on the camera? But it was weird. But I'm gonna check that out next time I come out here hunting again, because that place there was very interesting, and maybe next time if it happens again I can record it in the camera. So anyways, let's get into the woods. Last time I came with my friend Ron and his son. We were walking through here. We're about halfway down this path, and we almost stepped on a coral snake, a red, black, and yellow coral snake, and also very poisonous. It was sitting right in front of us, curled up, and fortunately I saw it, and I stopped all of us, and as soon as we got a few feet close to it, it just went off into the water. And that was the first time we came. And then the second time, or it might have been the same trip, I tripped on some shrubs or roots or something, and it caught one of my boots, and I went straight into a water puddle. The whole bunch of mud and water got all over my face and my rifle. And then when we walked the other section, Ron's son fell down too, right into the mud. So it can be very unstable floor, so you have to really watch your feet, watch where you're stepping at all times, and keep an eye out for snakes and anything that can trip your foot. So there's to the left, there's little trails that the forestry department will clean up the bushes so you can walk through there, so the hunters can walk through it. To the right is a railroad, so technically hunters can only fire 50 yards away from this trail that we're on right now. So I had to go into the bushes and look for a deer, look for a hog, and I can't hunt from this road here. Alright, see you in a bit. So I'm inside of the forest in this third place. It's really quiet. I hear some birds every once in a while. But this path is much wider than it was last time. Or I haven't gotten to the section yet, maybe. It leads to the power lines. Leads to the power lines. This time of the day is when the deer get more active too. So I'm hoping that I get more activity
solid. When we were here last time, I had to step over it. It looks like the forestry service cut it apart. That's nice. We can walk right through it. It's nice to see that we can use these lands for this. Texas keeping the forest. So we can use it like this. That's awesome. Here's the area with the power lines. You can see the forest opens up over there. It's a whole section that's cleared out. And it's also a good hunting area because the deer will come out. And again, the Texas Parks and Wildlife, they have feeding stations where they come and plant different kinds of deer plants, deer greenery that the deer like to eat. And so that allows hunters to come and sit at a food plot. They call them a food plot. You can just sit there and wait for them all day. That's what we did last time. End up falling asleep waiting for the deer. I did. Me and my friend were snoring through the afternoon. It's just a lot more fun to walk through the woods. To me. Maybe not everybody. Here we go. So you can walk through this whole thing. And look for deer. Some people go up in them trees with tree stands, the kind that you are portable, you bring them with you. And we met a man last time. He was hunting, and he had one of those. And then we went for lunch, and when we came back, he was way up in one of those trees, almost to the top, just looking down at us. He just waved. But you gotta be pretty light and be able to pull yourself up in those things. I'm too heavy. Anyways, over here I'm gonna walk back towards my truck, and then look to see if I see a deer coming up anywhere so that I can harvest or hog. But this is the time of the day, it's close when it's getting dark, when they become more active. So it's a good time to be out here. Alright, see you guys in a bit. Guys, getting to the end of my hunt. Just got a few more yards and I'll be to my truck. It was a great day. I enjoyed it, even though I didn't see anything to shoot at. But it was definitely very enjoyable. And hopefully I can come back in a few months, maybe close to the springtime. It's already going to be mid-January right now. It's the 5th, so hunting season ends on the 7th, which is Monday. So I'll probably take off, keep a month or two from coming over here, and then come back in the springtime. Maybe late March or early April. Do the same thing, go to the same 3 spots. I like those 3 spots. The first spot had a lot of hog in it. I mean, I've never seen that much hog uprooting. So there's a whole bunch. It's just, they have a very specific place they spend the daytime in. And then the second place was also nice. And then if I come back here and I have more time, I may go into the woods to the left. I came in from the right, which is what we done before, but it'd be interesting to see how it looks like over here on the left into the big thicket. Yeah, so this is the end of my hunting trip. Thanks for watching my video, and hopefully I can have more. I'm also planning to do fishing videos
later in the summer. I'm fairly close to Galveston, Texas. I'm about an hour away. So I like to go surf fishing. I'm gonna put into videos from that. And then some local creeks around my house for catfish. There's a creek that I've caught some big catfish out of there. I'm gonna try to do that too this summer. It's coming summer, so I should have pretty good content to keep putting up on my channel. So I'm calling the channel Apache Hunting and Fishing. I just respect that name. I'm descendant. I'm Apache myself from my on my dad's side, and I really like that culture and that Native American way of life. So that's why I'm naming the channel Apache Hunting and Fishing. It's just something that I like to use that name, if that's okay with the Apaches. I'm Apache, like I said, and I think it's good to bring more attention to it. So, all right, I'm gonna turn off the camera. We'll see you guys in my next video. Thanks for joining me. It was fun. Bye.